This video is how to give your students IEP goals that can be tracked and so that you can collect information on them. So there's two ways to access this student individual profile. The first way is by clicking the little icon to the left of their name. The second way is as you type, names will populate, you click it, you're immediately directed to that student's page. So we are now on Mary's individual learning profile. So to add goals, you click student goals, add goal, and you'll notice that we have these goal areas: math, reading, writing, adaptive, cognitive, social, emotional. We are in the process of behavior, transfer, transitional, and life skills as well. There's also a favorites tab. We offer a very quick and easy way to pick IEP goals, but some teachers also have specific lists that like to use between kids a lot and just change the individualized pieces of information. So we wanted to add a way to simplify, cut down time, cycling through IEP goals, and just being able to get you to what you need when you need it. So you'll notice under each goal area is going to be a set of domains. So math is those. You look at reading, they're obviously going to be different. So we're under math, we're under place value, and we're just going, you click it, you'll notice it populates, add goal. Now this is now goal number 1 for Mary. Just for reference, let's add a couple more goals. So you'll notice we have 3 goals. Say there's also one that's just not quite in there. So you have math, place value, it's just not the one you want. And let's just say count to 1, count to 1, 2, 3, 4. Add goal. So you can add your own goal. It's not going to populate a goal for you. And you'll have to do it. And then when you assign an assessment to this kiddo, it's just going to provide box out of box, and you're going to have to fill out, okay, they counted to 30 of 1,234, and it'll generate a percentage for you. It won't actually generate questions because we don't have that program to do so. All of these we do have programmed, and you'll notice by this little question mark here, a full colored circle means our software will conduct the assessment, will generate the questions. It'll assist you. And then if it's a full blank or open circle, it means that we don't generate questions, but we will provide box out of box, trial out of trial, times out of times. And then you fill in based on your assessment. And at least it's graded and stored on the student's profile for you. You don't have to save paper. So when you're going through the student's goals, you'll notice black squares. More of the times that you'll notice different ones with like reading is going to be, letters, of course, we can assess. Accuracy, you'll know partial, comprehension, partial, fluency, sight words we're going to have. Writing is going to be a little different. It's going to have, because we can't see if the kid can actually write the letters. Let's say these goals aren't exactly what you want, but they're good. Say through the hundreds, place, you're like, I don't like using place, I want it to say value. You can change it, it's automatically saved. Or you can say place value using charts, it's saved for you. So anything you want to do and alter, we want this to be designed for you and your kids. That means you're going to have to be able to make changes when you want to make the changes and not have to go through 30 steps to do so. So it'll auto populate the main target skill. I don't need to know the date right now. I just need to know what is the main focus for Mary. But I click goal, and you'll notice if the goal is written for me, and it goes in the same pattern every time: date, beginning baseline, end goal, and how you're measuring it. So you can remember that for every goal. You don't have to read it and make sure it's written correctly. You press the tab button on your keyboard, and now you write date, tab, beginning percentage was 62. I want her at 90. Using classroom assessments or tracked learning. It's all, now the goal is completely written for me. I don't have to do anything to change that. You'll notice the assess tab will auto populate 5 questions so that when you do assign an assessment, there will be 5 questions auto generated for this specific skill, identifying place values through the hundreds place. But you can also go up, you can go down, you can just erase it and write 12, you can write 1,234. However many questions you want generated for that skill to see how that kiddo's doing, you can create that. But if you forget to, there will always be 5 questions for every target skill if you never change it. You can click objectives and you can make mid-year check marks. You can decide if they've mastered it or not. So you can see if the kid is on pace and making the growth that he or she needs to. You can also delete a goal, just that easy. And then for a frame of reference, if you're going through and trying to figure out what are these kids really working on, or what are they struggling with, or what do they already have mastered? Well, if you have a kid who has 10 goals, let's say like Allie here, well, cycling through all this is kind of intimidating. But if I have a couple of these checked that are mastered, now when I get here, I don't have to read the goal that's assigned to her. I can say, oh, that's already mastered. I'm going to skip that. Okay. Uppercase letters and numbers to 50. I don't need to worry about these other pieces of information. So we wanted to visually give you a visual cue on what you need to work on and when you don't need to work on it. Again, when you are adding a goal, you can click the favorites. You can have this goal reviewed if it's not already in our system, but there's goals that you feel like, hey, there's probably a lot of other teachers that would use this goal. You can type in the target skill, you can type in the goal, and then you can click this box, and it's going to send us a direct email recommending that we add this to the tracked program for others to use. So if this is a goal that you feel like many other people will use, check that, and we're going to review it, and we'll let you know if we decide to add it or not. And we want this to be designed for all SPED teachers, and we know that we need to take advice and feedback, and we welcome and love and want to hear just everything that you guys all have to share so that we can better design this for you and for your students. Thank you for watching the video, and please make sure to access our other how-to videos if you need to in order to learn how to better use the tracked learning program to its full potential to benefit you and, more importantly, your students. And always, if there's any other questions, feedback, or advice, please do not hesitate to reach out to us and shoot us an email at info@trackedlearning.com. Thank you.